Hi there, thank you for coming to watch my video today. My name's John from masterbinaryoptionstrading.com. I wanted to do a quick video today to show you how simple and straightforward it is to carry out a trade with 24 option. 24 option have been within the binary options market now since 2010. They are considered to be one of the original, and they still hold a very good position within the competitors within this industry, and are certainly classed as being a top 5 broker. So what I'm going to do today, I'm going to show you how to place either a high-low, a one-touch, a boundary, or a 60-second trade. There are other options available, i.e. the high-yield investments, but I'm not going to cover that now. I think that needs its own separate video to fully understand and digest exactly what it is that goes into one of those. So first of all, as you can see, I've got high-low already highlighted, and I'm going to choose a stock. Now you'll notice that I'm in the UK. The clock in the right hand corner there is at 7 minutes past 7 in the evening. So obviously any of these assets that are listed are going to be in the US, so as the US markets are still open. So the first one I'm going to choose here is the one at the top. We all know it, it's Google. So let's click on Google, wait for that data to load, and then I'll just run through exactly what these 3 sections here are. So the first one here, high-low, plain and simple, they're 2 buttons. That's your price in the middle. That's constantly going to fluctuate as the market does, and you need to decide what you think is going to happen to this particular price. Okay, so you may have had an insight, you may have read some data, some news as to what's going to happen with this particular stock. So yeah, I mean that's exactly it. High-low, you choose which one you think it's going to be. Move on to the next box here, the amount that you want to invest. So let's say, ease of numbers, £100. That's going to convert, if you're in the US, that's going to convert to your local currency. It's going to be dollars. If you're in Europe, it's going to change to a euro, but I'm in the UK, so it's pounds. £100, if my trade is successful, once it expires, which is London time 7:30, then I would get £181 back from my investment, so 81%. If it's unsuccessful, so it falls out of the money, then I get 0. Okay, so let's move across the graph. As you can see, it's probably around the last half an hour's worth, from 6:42, and we can see exactly what it's done up to now. This red line that you see here, this is when the trade closes. So it's usually around 10 minutes prior to expiry. So as you can see, 7:20, and it actually expires at 7:30. So we've got just over 11 minutes to make a decision. We can sit and watch it. You can wait right up until the last 10 seconds because a clock will actually come up to show you. So that's very useful. So let's say, for example, we think that this is going to go high. As you can see, that area now has shaded to a light grey. This is the area that we need this trade to finish at. If it finishes down here, this is out of the money. This here is in the money. We might, however, think, well, you know, I think it's going to go low. So we click on low, and you'll see it changes instantly. So it's your decision, one choice or the other. Simple, high-low. Okay, let's move on to the next one. One touch. We go down and we pick our whatever stock or whatever asset we want to use. So we're going to use oil this time. Come back up, and it's exactly the same. You've got the red line. You've got the last half an hour's worth of data. Now the difference here is this is a one touch. We need our price to either touch this figure or not. Okay, you can see the line here is the figure that they're expecting us to touch or not. So if we think, well, you know, we don't think it's going to touch, then you put no touch. If you watch the graph, we need to stay within that grey area for it to be successful. Again, you type in the amount, 100, and it instantly calculates what your returns are going to be. If we think it's going to touch it, then we click on touch. There we go. You can see the area that we need to get to. As simple as that. It's the same again. You can see, as I mentioned earlier, the clock now comes up after 10 minutes. We've got that much time to make our decision, and this is the time until it actually expires. Okay, so on to the next one, boundary. Again, let's pick the stock that we want. Let's choose oil again. You'll also notice that it's an incredibly smooth platform. There's not a massive amount of lagging. Bearing in mind I'm running a video, so it's going to take a bit of memory whilst I'm doing this. So we've got oil, and this here is, I call these like the train tracks. Plain and simple. You've got to decide whether you think that it's going to stay within those 2 marks or whether it's going to break out of it. So again, we type in our amount. Let's say 150 this time. Shows you the return, instantly calculates it, and I think, yeah, I think it's going to stay within that area. It'll be highlighted in grey, light grey. That's the area we need to stay in. If we think, well, I know what's going to happen to oil, and I've been reading something, or I've been on the Master Binary Options Trading website, and I've seen an update that makes me think that it's either going to go up or down, but certainly going to break out of that area, then you click out. It doesn't matter where it goes, whether it goes up or down, it's just got to come out of that area at any point during this time, and you're going to be successful. The final one is 60 seconds. Exactly the same as high-low at the beginning. You pick your asset, you have your price, you type in the amount, let's say £75 this time, instantly calculates. I think it's going to go higher than that. The area goes grey. The only thing you'll notice here, there's no trade closing bar. The only time you're going to see that is when the market actually closes. And then you just sit, you wait, you monitor, and you click that buy button as and when you feel necessary. So it's quite an exciting way to trade. So I hope that that's been useful to you. I'm sorry that it's possibly a little bit rushed, but that's the beauty of a video. You can go back and view it at any point. By all means, ask me any questions, either by commenting at the bottom of the video or by finding us through our Master Binary Options website, Facebook, Twitter, the usual ways. And then you'll notice here, this Master Binary Options website, it covers a whole host of information that you need. I'd be very surprised if there's anything that we can't answer within this website, right up to the point where we do a daily market analysis to help you to read and understand the markets. So I hope that's been useful to you. Please do keep in touch and contact us if there's any questions you may have, and hopefully we will be listening to some of your success stories very soon. Thank you very much.